Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video of me, Fuzzball40. If you are new around here, click the subscribe button down below, the like button, comment on the video, all that sort of good stuff. I appreciate it. I just want to say thank you for the mad support, both here and on Twitch. Here we're nearly at 3k subs now, which again, for being in this only a couple of months, I'm extremely happy with. Over on Twitch, we've absolutely blown up over there. We're not far from partner. We're doing unbelievable stuff over there, getting a really good name for ourselves. If you guys want to get involved on Twitch, click the link down below. Come over to Twitch and watch us live. If you want to subscribe over there, you get a weekly trading guide, you get promo trading guides, you get a silver price spreadsheet. Right now I'm doing a Future Stars price guide so you guys can start seeing that, and that's what this video is all about. And we're going to be bringing in icons and special card sheets as well for you guys to make as many coins as you can. If you want to get involved over there, it's $4.99 a month, I think. Or it's free if you've got Amazon Prime. You get a free Twitch Prime subscription with that. Or you can get a free month of Twitch Prime either way just to test it out and see what you think. But yeah, this video essentially is, I've been doing some research and looking into Future Stars Team 1. Now, what is good about the promos that you do get two teams? I know a lot of people don't like them, but what you can do is you can start to look for what happened in Team 1 and try and see if you can apply that to Team 2. And that's when you can make some very, very good coins. Now, Future Stars Team 2 is out. It's a very good team. It's a ridiculously good team. But I noticed a trend in Team 1 that I want to talk to you about today to give you an idea. And I also want to show you the reason why I tell you need to be making sure that you're doing your own research and learning your own prices, because I want to show you the difference between FUTBIN and their average buy price and the price that players are actually going for. So you get an idea of why it is that I always say to you guys, use FUTBIN as a guide for sort of average prices, but don't use it as your guide only for investing, because there are way better tools, and realistically your own mind and your own spreadsheets and your own thought processes is actually better. But yeah, so Team 2 came out. I can't really get it up at the moment. Actually, I can get it up, talking rubbish. It's right there for you. This is Team 2 here, right? So you've got Haaland, Martinez. Who else have we got in this team? You've got Tielemans down there, Valverde. Now, my advice to you straight away with investing and buying Future Stars is to ignore Haaland, Martinez and Valverde. Sure, you might get an amazing deal, but from what I've seen from Team 1, their price stayed relatively stagnant. Even when I was looking at prices myself, the price stayed relatively stagnant. There weren't that many pickups and drops. I know some people will get lucky and pick up a Haaland 200k underneath his price. It will happen. But I want to show you. So what I've been doing, this is the Team 2 prices from last night, okay? Now, these are basically some of the lowest selling prices. Obviously, I can't be on to check them all the time, but these are the lowest selling prices I was seeing last night on Buy It Now, not bids. But that's them, but there basically. And I'm keeping an eye on that as much as I can into this week, and so you get an example basically what it is. But I want to show you, this is Team 1 here, and this is what they're selling for now according to FUTBIN. That'll be the price that you'll see there, will be the price that is basically the cheapest on the market. Do not use that as your guide for what the players are, because for example, there could be Martinelli's on for 650, but that one's 587, it's a massive undercut you could potentially buy. But I want to show you something that I found interesting. So you look at Moussa Dembele, for example. I'll show you the players that it sort of was relevant to. The higher end cards didn't do this. We saw they were high, they dropped off and leveled out. These guys, the lower end, and I say mid to lower end actually, mid to lower end, what you saw happen was whenever they first came out, they dropped, and got as low as, for example, Moussa Dembele by the Friday was 92k, okay? Then into Weekend League on Saturday, his average sell price was 101, and he sort of leveled out of that from since then, basically. Now, what you'll see with him is he'll sort of fluctuate in the same way you always do with any card. So they'll be cheaper out of Weekend League, cheaper, more expensive into Weekend League, which is what this card did. But the drop-offs are massive. Now, this is only an average sell price. I can't stress that enough. It's an average sell price. It is not the lowest price you can buy for. It's what he sold for on average. So, did every card sell for 92? No, I can guarantee you some sold for 80, 85. There'll be those deals on the market. But as you saw into Weekend League, he was going up towards 101. Now, if you're picking him up at 80, which I saw 2 for 80, I know for a fact 2 sold for 80. If you're picking up for 80, selling them for 101k, you're looking at about 15k profit a card. Emerson was a massively interesting one. He really sort of stayed a similar price. Fullbacks tend to do this. They sort of stay a similar price. Then again, a big drop off into Thursday, climbed into Friday and Saturday. Then Sunday got as high. Yesterday got as high as 161. Now I'd say the 151 here is more accurate, but here 132, and I know for what I saw one for 125. Now if you're picking these guys up into rewards and in and around that time, and they start getting up as far as sort of let's say 158. Let's just say they all went for 158 as an example. You lose 7k tax, give or take, 7.5k tax on that. So about 150 is your price off the tax. You're picking up about 18k a card. Max Aaron's, again, had a drop, not quite as steep, but definitely dropped off. Got to Thursday, dropped off to 100, climbed to 103 on average, 112 by the Saturday. Again, even if you base it on the average prices, it's 6k a card, but I know I saw Max Aaron's go well underneath 100k. I was watching him do it. Nicholas Dominguez, he dropped off. He's a really good card, by the way, but he dropped off down to like, by the Monday at 346, got as low as 316, then got back up to 344 again. Now again, sell price 5% tax means your price after tax is about 327, give or take. So I think that's about 10k. Again, average sell price. Make sure you remember that, average sell price. Gabriel Martinelli, dropped off. Got down as far as 523 on the Friday, then come back up to 583. Again, after tax, you're losing from that. You're losing about 29k from that. So say 30k and say 553. From 523, it's 30k profit on him. Okay. Boubacar Kamara, again, drop off, climb. Drops off to 134, climbs to 147. Kabak's obviously an anomaly because he sees his price. He then climbs rapidly. Now, I'm assuming you all know why this is, but if you don't know, he's strong linked into Winston McKennie, who was the SBC we got from Schalke. So he spiked massively. And again, 246 is his average sell price here on Xbox. Now, we were watching this live on stream. He got up to 280. These are facts. He got up to 280. People were buying him at 275, 280 comfortably. And this is why Footbin is a great tool, but it does not teach you how to invest. He then dropped off very rapidly down to 197. So he is an anomaly. Be mindful of that. These things can happen. So as you can see here, I've shown you guys the drop-offs and the climbs, basically, and that's what they do. Thursday was realistically the prime time to buy. The prime time to sell was Friday and Saturday. It seems obvious because of Weekend League, but normally cards, I don't think, would fluctuate to the point where you're making 30k profit off them in 24 hours from a Thursday to Friday. And also, Thursday, a lot of the time, the prices tend to go up on players because people are buying into Weekend League. They get their rewards. More coins means more spending power. Prices tend to go up. But I want to show you quickly now. So let's look at Fikayo Tomori, who is from this Future Stars team, okay? Now, as you see, he's gone down to 835, and apparently his average sell price last night was 689. Now, if I show you my transfer targets, I've got 3 of them on here, right? So 689 was his average sell price, but there's one right here now for 660. I saw him, it was relatively easy. I saw him go down to 650 on some of them. I didn't get a chance to see if they sold, but 660 was what he sold for there. Now, if we flick through again, there's another Tomori who sold for 655. Now, they're telling you that the average sell price is 689, when actually, last night he was selling comfortably in and around 650 to 660. So what does that mean? If they're telling you the average sell price is 689, and he's actually selling for of an evening, and the price he realistically is there at that point, because that price is going to include people that bought him in the morning when it was going up. Him at 655 right there means that there's a difference there of 34k. Now that can affect you if you're buying. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, hang on, he sells for 689. He doesn't. He doesn't sell for 689. He sells for 660. And this is why, if you're going to invest in Future Stars, you've got to do your homework. Now, if you're a Twitch subscriber over on Twitch, you don't need to. You don't need to do that at all, because I'm doing it all for you right now. I'm spending my days just keeping an eye on price, morning, then evening. I'm changing it up as I go, so you guys get an idea. Right now, don't buy in. They should go down. Go across again. And if we look, this one here went on bid for 640. Okay? So I don't include bids on it because bids are an anomaly. They're not always what happens. People that can bother to bid usually pick up better deals. But one went for 640 on bid. Now, if we go into today, if we look at his price today, if we go compare price on him, that hasn't updated yet because it is basically today's. You could probably look at the hourly graph, actually. I think the hourly graph might have updated to now. Let's have a little look and see if it has. Now, the hourly graph, which is updated, is telling you that his average sell price at the moment is 608. But as you can see from this right now, there's one for 590, one for 589. I think that's the cheapest in the market is a 589. I want to see if he sells. Yeah, he did sell. I can't just transfer, sorry, but I remember that. 589. So that average price again is out by about 20k. And that's an hourly graph that updates. Again, this is his average sell price. And I can't stress that enough, actually. I didn't even show you that because it was off this. Let me show it now. This is the one that's off of 589. Well, it's just off of 589, but I think he's gone now. Because I'll come up with it. Yeah, 589 right there. There, listings expired. 589 is what he sold for. We'll let him transfer targets as well. That one's gone as well. 590. So that graph is actually 20k out. So again, what does that mean? Number one, it means that you can possibly pick up better deals than you realise. And that's the first thing. When you get into Thursday and you're seeing the average sell price on Wednesday was, I don't know, let's say 550 for argument's sake. It'd probably be lower, but let's say 550. When you get into Thursday and people are looking going, well, that's the sort of price. It means that you can pick them up lower. It just means all you've got to do is add the lowest to your transfer pile. Just add in there, see if he sells. If he doesn't sell, keep looking for undercuts. People will undercut. And they'll undercut, and they'll undercut. It will happen. It happens every single Thursday. It happens with iCods, happens with everything. So be mindful of that. What I think you need to be looking at go onto FootBin and look at the percentage drop-off. Look at what the other ones did into the Thursday, and look at these ones and see what they're doing into Thursday. Try and see if there's a correlation. I'm going to be doing it for you Twitch subs and tell you exactly what the price differential was, so you guys know realistically the best time to buy, if you're going to buy into future stars. The other thing that it means is that you can probably sell these cards going into overnight on first. So overnight selling is always OP because people aren't on the game, so there's a lack of cards on the market. It means you can probably sell it overnight for slightly inflated prices because the average sell price there is what a lot of people base their buying on. They're going to FootBin and go, okay, cool, what's he been selling for? Oh, he's been selling for, let's say again for argument's sake today, he's been selling for 608. So I can buy him at 608 and it'd be fine. Now, if yours is the one on the market that's at 608 and all the others are sort of either higher or whatever it is, you're going to see a chance to sell him. And that's how icon selling works. That's how special card selling works. Because a lot of people only use FootBin as a guide. My advice to you with Future Stars Team 2 is let them keep dropping. I don't think they climb this week. I think they drop off into Thursday like these guys did. And all the advice that I give you guys, I base upon what I'm seeing on the game. I don't base it upon anything else other than what I'm seeing on FIFA. So if I see it from last year, most of my trading tips will be based upon what we saw last year because the market's relatively simplistic and does similar sort of things as that Tomori sells for 590. But another thing that I want to show you as well, just another player, just to give you another example of this. Once my computer decides it wants to load it up. It's only on Hudson-Odoi I have the problem, but I'll show you his prices from last night basically. So Hudson-Odoi last night, where is the ones that sold of him? This is the one that didn't sell, I think. So he's 550 there. We didn't get any sold last night. We didn't get any sold. But I want to show you this morning. He's at 476 on the market. Now he might have had an undercut since then, but we'll have a look. So 475 on the market, right? Non-transfer targets. Is Hudson-Odoi going to play ball? Let me refresh it and see if it loads. But 475. Now I know that FootBin is showing it a lot more expensive than that. It's showing that his average sell price is about 550. Even on the hourly graph I looked at a minute ago, it was 510, I think. So this is quite a big drop off though. If you look at the Hudson-Odoi, the undercuts on him are quite extensive. There's like 2 or 3 well, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 that are below, 480 or below basically, I think it is, or 490 and below. No, 480 and below basically, maybe 482. Below 500k. They're quite big undercuts at this point. They're probably a bit too high. This, for some reason, Hudson-Odoi's page just keeps not playing ball. I think people are on it. They're quite big undercuts. And now there's nothing to stop you looking at this and going, okay, cool, I've seen FootBin and I saw that those players dropped by, from the original price, they dropped by an average of about 25%. Now, if he starts getting to that stage now, I might buy 1 or 2. If I can see big undercuts on him, people just send them off, I might buy and hold. Because again, the average sell price, if for example, the average sell price is out by about 30k, a lot of the days, that's the difference between Monday to Thursday anyway. So I could pick him up at that price and just hold him and see what he does. If he drops off, I've got coins, I don't know why, I'm still waiting for that Maldini to sell. Patience is a virtue. But I can sort of pick him up if I've seen anything bigger than these 475s, they drop to 460s, 450s, which is more than feasible. Not many people are really going to be buying Future Stars on mass today. You can get a few, but not that many. I might pick him up at 450 or below on Xbox because I feel like if that percentage is similar to what happened with Future Stars 1, that's a good place for me to start looking at whether or not they're going to drop any further than that. Because you might then see the next 3 or 4 days, if average sell price creep down then to the 460s, the 450s by Thursday. But I've already got my guy at 450. I've already bought him. So that's the average sell price at 450. For me, the only way then would probably be up. And that's what you've got to start working out. Work out your price differentials, working out the percentage drop in Future Stars 1, seeing what the percentage drop is in Future Stars 2. If it gets similar, that could be a good time to buy. Hopefully that's made you sort of understand, guys, about fluctuations on the market. And these are the same fluctuations I apply to silvers, so I know when to buy my silvers. But you can also apply those same fluctuations into these cards all the time. But lads, I'm going to be live on Twitch as we speak right now. If you want to get involved, come and watch me over there. Hopefully it's up to show you how the Future Stars are reacting, what they're doing. It'll give you a bit more information in terms of how to invest. But that's going to be the end of the video. If you are new here, subscribe down below. But for now, lads, I'm out. Peace out. Speak to you soon.